the battle's over. Get up and stand. Get up and stand. Don't wait till the battle's over. Get up and stand. Get up and stand. Don't wait till the battle's over. Get up and stand. Get up and stand. I'm a Jesus girl, and I've been Jesus girl. I belong to Jesus girl. Can't nobody do me like Jesus girl. Lord, Jesus said it's hard. I'm a Jesus girl. I'm a Jesus girl. I'm a Jesus girl. All the way. I'm a Jesus girl. I belong to Him. Yeah.
Happy Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this weekend. I hope you laughed a lot. Hope you loved a lot. I hope you unplugged so you can have some real people time. I hope you just enjoyed this weather. It's been gorgeous out here. And most of all, I hope that you had time to reflect, because it's in our reflections that we get our mind right to make better choices, see what we did right, what we did wrong. Reflection is critical, y'all, to self-care. Anywho, I ain't trying to live your life, just trying to give you a tip to live your best life. So today's Sunday reflection is actually a caution. I heard something that I think we all need, and I mean all of us need, and that is a caution to not become tricked or trapped into this Zoom era, making us slaves to applause, making us slave to an audience. Because if you become slave to an audience, that is going to make you not do things you need to do and do things you shouldn't do, because you're going to be craving the applause that this Zoom era, because we have to live life with an audience now, is creating. You got to make sure, y'all, that because we're being conditioned to live a life with an audience, and this is even for our kids, because we have to do it this way, we're actually now shifting how we do life. And every shift, though great, I'm so glad for Zoom, I'm so glad for this technology, always has a danger. It can always get out of balance. What I'm saying is, make sure you are balancing your life, because Aretha Franklin had a song back in the day, who's Zooming who? We think that we're playing a game and we're in control, and all along, the Zoom, the technology is zooming us, it's fooling us, it's making us a slave, it's controlling us. So you got to be careful. That's why I say unplug. That's why you're gonna have to push away, because I promise you, y'all, that the way we're being conditioned for approval and praise, which is what applause is, or the audience lived life, which is assembled spectators. And spectators, y'all, are persons who watch. If we are not careful to not crave the audience is going to have control of us. We are going to then be driven to get that applause. I promise you, y'all, this is not a small thing. I mean, it's a danger in our culture right now, because we have to shift the culture. The culture has shifted. So I just want to caution us. And let me give you a tip of how to do a test. Have you ever made a post and you didn't get the reaction that you wanted? You didn't get the number of likes. You didn't get the number of hearts. And so then you hurry up and posted another one because the numbers were low. And so you posted something a little bit more risque, or a little bit more a little bit more contentious, or a little bit more conflictionary. We do that, or something that you know is going to push someone's buttons. That is because we are being driven by the need for the audience. The way we live in life is taking control of us. Or have you ever not said something, or you took something down because you got the kind of applause you didn't want? You may have got criticized, and so you like, oh, no, let me take this down, even though it was the right thing to do. I promise you, y'all, we got to get a handle on this. You, me, he, she, they, and it, because of the way we have to live. There's no going back from the Zoom life. There's no going back. But what it is critical that we do right now is to get balance, and that's for ourselves. So then we can teach it to our kids, because the kids are going to not going to want to do anything if they're not getting an applause, or they don't have an audience. And you see how dangerous that is. Most of our lives, y'all, is lived in obscurity, and it's supposed to be. We shouldn't be doing things to get the applause, to get the likes. We should be doing the things because it's right. We should be doing the things that we're supposed to do because it's the thing to do. But if you become a slave to the Zoom, if you become a slave to the audience and the applause, you will not be able to then distinguish what it is you have to do if nobody gives you an applause, if nobody gives you the heart, if nobody gives you the like, if nobody shares or retweets what you say. Y'all, what are we doing stuff for? We got to be careful, because we're doing stuff now for applause and not because it's the authenticity of the thing, because we're supposed to do it. We becoming fake and phony because we only going to want to do what's going to get the like. Where's authenticity going to go if we are slaves and living for an audience? I'm telling you, Zoom is zooming us, but it's okay. We can get a handle on it and change how we view it. Put it in its proper position in how we communicate, in how we do life, in our lives. And I think it's going to be, it's a great marriage. It's a great way. And there's no going back. It's not like we're not going to be living this, but we don't want to tear up our culture because we are now being driven by the applause and the audience, and we can't do the hard things, the obscure things that's done in the dark, that's done with what nobody knows. Because those are the things actually that drive the world, not the big things that get the applause, not the big things that everybody is saying, hey, yay, you go girl, you go boy too. And so be careful, y'all. Please be careful and evaluate. Are you living for the audience, for the applause, or are you living for an audience of one? We all want so much to let everybody know what we're doing, but the Bible says don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Some of us are doing good stuff just to get the applause, just to get the audience. And if we're conditioned, and if we continue to do that, we're gonna be in sad shape, y'all. And that's not a way to live. Be blessed, y'all. Praying for you. I'm your biggest fan. Have a strong week. Remember, whatever it is that you are going to face this week, you are more than able, apt, and equipped to face it. And I pray and bid you love, joy, peace, and just a determination to rock this week how you see it should be. See you later.